All right, so here's some things you should not do as a federal employee from a tax attorney. One, piss me off. No, I'm just kidding. This is a real video and this is actually very serious. The government has started issuing Letter 36s to federal employees that owe back taxes, and they issued them to quite a lot of people, 525,000 federal employees to be exact. And I'm going to show you a copy of this letter and let you know some steps that you should take if this impacts you. But obviously, the most obvious reason this is a problem is you can't owe your employer money, okay? It's really not great if you're a federal employee and you owe the IRS back taxes because it can impact your job and you could possibly lose your job. Now, we know the government is trying to fire employees, so they might actually enforce these notices and fire people for owing back taxes or not resolving their tax liability by paying their tax liability or setting up an installment agreement. Even more so, the government has the ability to levy up to 15% of federal employees' wages without notice. So they have basically a super priority where they can levy without notice under the Federal Levy Payment Program. So it can be very difficult to get a levy off if you get yourself in that position. If you're a government contractor, that can also have consequences. I have many people that have security clearances and that could prevent you from keeping or even getting a security clearance. So generally not a good idea, but let's take a look at this letter so people can know what to watch out for. All right, so here's a copy of the letter. It's called a Letter 36. You'll see urgent, you have an outstanding tax due. So again, this is the letter that is going out to federal employees that owe back taxes, and it's asking them to immediately pay their balance or set up an installment agreement. So urgent to take action on this. I wouldn't wait if your job could be on the line. It is a pretty serious matter, or you could be levied under the Federal Payment Levy Program. It's not something you really want to sleep on. Again, if you need a security clearance, again, this is something that you need to resolve and generally have to show that you're in some formal arrangement, either a payment plan or you've made arrangements to pay the tax debt in full. So like and follow for more tax tips from your favorite friendly tax attorney. And yeah, if you're a federal employee, don't owe your employer money because it's not going to be good.